Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream. We skipped last week, and today we're gonna keep going with 7 billion humans. I don't have any code prepped, so that's what we're gonna do today. Figured let's try to get another level of the infamous game. Feel free to chat and come say hello. Let's just dive right in. Let me get some sound going. Let me know if the volume for the game is too loud. I can always turn it down. Hey X, how's it going? Let's see. Let's pick our employee ID. Been working for this company way too long. We're almost there. We're getting right there to the top. Everything optimized all the way down so far. So let's keep on right at it. So let's see, what is the next one? Good, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. It's the sorting floor. Dun dun dun. I am on a search for moss. Oh, what game? Alright. It's getting to be unseasonably windy up here. Okay. Well, things change. Yes, that's grid of 9 data cube also needs to change. Please sort it in place. Like words on a page, smallest at the top left, biggest at the bottom right. All right. Oh, we had started. How'd we done? All right. Okay, so I figure. We had put them modded Minecraft. Cool. So we had gotten everybody in kind of a hex situation where right now, there we go. Okay. So at this point we have them here. Okay, fine. Yes, we know. I'm gonna go back to where we had them before it went kablooey. There you go. Okay, so I had them here. Not sure what I was thinking when I put them there, but we'll see if we can get to something. We're basically, I was thinking that at this point we could potentially see about who's got what and trade with them. So let's see if that is actually going to work. So with everybody around, we want smallest here, largest here. So basically if they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is my understanding if they were sequential numbers. So let's see if we can't figure something out. Let's see. Think. It's interesting that they have tell and listen in here. I hadn't really thought of using tell and listen in this context, because my thought was that at this point we would go for each around, right? Let's focus on the largest or on the smallest. Let's focus on the smallest. So we can say we're gonna set mem1 to be my item, right? And so now we can say if my item is I don't remember how listen works. Listen. I want to listen to basically you. Right, based on how I have them set up. Except not necessarily. Let's listen to all of it. If my item less is greater than mem1. Actually, if this should be mem2. Mem1, mem2. If actually we don't need this mem1. No, my item. If mem2 greater than mem1. Almost done. We said we were focusing on the small one. Then we want to set mem1 equal to mem2. And so then we can pick up, then we're going to pick up mem2. It's not going to be my item, it's going to be, we're going to pick up because we want to trade it. Gonna pick up problem is I can't set it. Unless we're gonna have to trade. We need 2 people to trade. This isn't gonna work because I can't move it. Alright, we're gonna reset. This isn't gonna work. Alright. Take the bottom 3. If you're behind you not equals Is that a wall or a hole? I think it's a hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to, well, we can start on the bottom. That's 1, 2. We're gonna step 1 and then step 1. So if I do that, oh, I'm gonna say equal hole. The only way I figured out how to solve this is to just have one person. I would love to work multi-worker solution. Alright. So if I do that, and I move these 3 up, okay. Yeah, I know. So if I do boop, boop, they move up here. Cool. So now all 3 of them are looking at a number. And if equals a person, and I'm gonna do pickup. Actually, yeah, pickup. If the left is a person, and we're gonna say, and my item is greater than that one, then I want to give to boop. So if we do that, what happens? The heck? Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna pick up. I picked up the wrong thing. There's something there already. Okay. Well, that's poo-poo. Actually, we can drop, because we picked up from in front, so we can drop here and drop. So if we do that, instead of give to, we're going to walk so if we do that, okay, and if that a worker and my item greater than boop, step that way and drop. Let's see what that does. There's something there already. Okay. And so if there's something there already, so if there's something there already equals 8 to cube. And see, that's the problem. Let's go back to the original idea, because I think this is doable. I think we have to both I think we can do a trade. Pick up if for each dir if my item less than mem1 if or else let's see if that works. We might end up with things in a hole because there's not going to be somebody on the other side, but let's try that. See, because 39, 33, and 59 should be... Okay, if my item less than mem1... We kind of have to move them around, I think. My chat's being weird. Hi again, how's it going? I passed my microeconomics final. Sweet! Good job! That's really awesome. I think what we might be able to do because we want to let's try okay, so I think what we want to do is we want to walk. We need to somehow figure out the holes though. Doop doop doop. If everybody takes a step forward, hold on. If everybody takes a step forward, we're here. So now I can say if this is greater than that. All right, so if that is greater than moi, then I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up and I'm going to drop it. If that or n not equals a whole. Because we don't want to pick up wholes. I don't know that we'll try to step into a hole if we pick up a hole. That'd be worth looking at, but and not equal, then we're gonna pick it up. Now we want to drop it, and if here is not equal a data cube, we're gonna drop it. And then we're gonna loop. Except we're only stepping once, so that's gonna be problematic. And we did nothing. Oh, it is greater than. That might help. Okay. If and then we're gonna step if I'm gonna say if not equals a whole, we're gonna step forward. And we're gonna try to do it again. And then we're gonna jump. And see what that gets us. That didn't pick up or drop anything. See, that should be bringing them down. But we're never picking up. Okay. I guess not equals a whole would help. Yeah. But then there's the problem of where to stick it. redeemed Ask Me Anything for 100 coffee. All right, Jimmy Gliano. Keeping it clean, keeping it classy. What would you like to ask? As always, I reserve the right to deny questions, but keeping it. What is the question of the day? I don't know why this sound isn't playing for me from the alerts. That is very odd. I'll have to figure that out. So this is definitely not working. So let's try this again. So, but I think we're onto something with the pickup because now we have a hole, right? So if that is not a hole and we have to have other reasons to pick up. Well, we already have a condition for that. I don't know that that's helpful. What if we go this route? Can we delete this one? No. Fine, we'll just do... we go this route. What happens if we do that? Okay. Northeast, not a hole. Northwest? No, this is east. North. If east, no, west. Wow. East greater than center. West greater than center. Northwest. What if we don't care about the holes? What if we lose peoples? What if... Okay, let's think about this again. All right. So if if our current cube if the one on this side is greater than the one here. We're going to pick it up. We're going to pick up. Now the question is, do we want to pick up? No, we want to pick up the one that's too big. And now we want to walk. So now we want to step, right? So if that way equals, no. If that way equals a hole, I don't want to go that way. Right, even though we technically want to put the cube there, if that way equals a hole, then we want to go, if that way we want to go back the other way, right? So we want to start, so if this is a hole, we're already here, we might as well start back at the beginning. So we want to step, let's go back that way, and let's go ahead and go to the other end. Let's see if we can't do this in terms methodically, right? Go all the way back to that way. And then if so now we're here. So, and then we're going to drop it. And then we're going to try again. And if we do that, I think we'll still end up in the hole eventually. Oh, we kind of need a loop. That would be good. I think we're going to lose people. No. Okay. I think we're gonna do step. But if there's not equals. Yeah, I'm throwing my doodads off a cliff. That's not helpful. Oh, because I didn't put this. I'm still throwing them off the cliff. I'm not sure how. Hmm. All right, let's try this again. I think the stepping is not where we want it to be. But I do think that if that is bigger than our current, and that is not equal to whole, because if we're here, no, if that one greater than the center, yeah. If the left greater than the center, we definitely want to pick up. If the or if I mean, at some point we have to handle holes. At some point we have to move stuff, right? So let's go ahead and always systematically pick up. Oh, I'm picking up on the wrong side too. So if there's a hole, let's go ahead and pick them up. But then what? If we have a hole above us, we're gonna want to step south. Start. I'm gonna step down. And if that is a hole, oops. If that is a hole, let's try not to put ourselves off. We're gonna go that way. And at some point we have to draw. Let's do the steppy game and then let's draw and see what happens. I don't think this is gonna work. I just want to see where it goes. Oh, I kind of have to put something. Yeah, that's not. We gotta go up at some point. But now that we've established that we're not, we can go that way. Because we've established we're no longer by the hole. So we can do that. But we're never picking up. We're circulating incredibly slowly, but we're never, why are we never picking up? Let's get rid of this one. Let's see what happens. I mean, at some point, the one to the left, there we go. So we need to do something about the hole. Something about if... So if... We need to pick up... So if we do... So if... not equals... and... Let's try it this way. I think that was the mistake last time, is I tried to do the ands and the ors in ways that didn't make sense. I'm just moving that 89 around. That's not helpful. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's try something different. So I want that if I want you to step forward for sure. So I want to try to get you here. So if that is actually no, if that is a hole, we want to go all the way to the other side. That I know for sure. Now, I also want them to navigate So if that is a hole, I want you to go back down. And then I want you to go back through this, and then if ever that is a hole equals no data cube. But I already have this no data cube. Maybe that's the mistake. Maybe it's not here, but it's there. And then I want you to drop, if you can. And then you're gonna jump that here. Let's try that. I'm about to write a randomizer. Let's see. Let's go ahead and write a randomizer. Faster than me on the band hammer. Alright. I'm about to write a randomizer. Let's try that. Let's actually do... It might be more effective than whatever the hell I'm trying to do. Yes. We're gonna do... If... Yoink. Not equals... Because the problem is the holes, right? A hole. And... Actually, we're gonna do this. If we're gonna set ourselves up for success. If up top, if this equals a hole, we're gonna go left twice, right? Step, step. Screw this noise. If that equals a hole, we're gonna step, boop, and step, boop. Now we're going to, if this here is greater than that, we're gonna pick it up. And then if, and then we're going to walk that way. And, oh, and if that one equals, so, or if that one equals, actually I'm gonna do it in shifts because I have a feeling that the And we're going to do if that one is not equal to a data cube, and that one is not equal to a hole. I want you also to pick it up. We'll combine those ifs in a second. Then at some point we need to drop. So, and then we're going to step, and then we're going to drop, and then we're going to jump. I have no clue if this is going to work. This is absolutely ridiculous. I doubt this is going to work. But we're going to try it anyway. Because we totally didn't randomize at this point. That's, I think, where we need to step in any bloody direction. Actually, not any bloody direction. We need to be stepping that away. Maybe we don't need to. Well, I just shoved 2 people off a cliff. And I just shoved 2 more people off a cliff. Super useful. Okay. If that, that's supposed to be equals a hole. That would help. Not shoving people off cliffs. Alright. Alright, why are we not... If... Oh. That's supposed to be a hole. Let's try that again. I'm like, why are we not advancing up? We should be picking up a lot more often. So if... See, this is where we should be picking up. If that's not equal a data cube and not equal a hole, like that third 96 should have been picked up. Alright, come on. We're never coming down for that 96. Alright, let's take a quick pause. I'm gonna go refill my coffee cup and we'll be right back. Alright, let's try this again. So I upped the volume on the music too because it was really, really soft. We'll see if that helps at all. Because it's pretty chill music. Some of the things have a lot more I don't know if what, like upbeat music. This one's kind of, I don't know, chill. Alright, so we definitely have a flaw in that we don't seem to be going round and round in circles the way we should. So let's see. If there's my logic. So if I don't have or if that equals a data cube and I don't have one. Let's see if that helps. If that's not in or item or what happened to that or that is greater than that, right? Because I mean that wouldn't work either. Might as well pick that up. Let's see now. Problem is I don't think we're ever dropping them. Okay, I'm gonna do this. We'll probably get rid of it later, but I wanted the boxes out of the way so I can see what it's doing. Yeah, that's not. Alright, that's not doing it at all. Alright, let's try this again. Step 2. Alright, set nearest data cube. Just step to the nearest data cube. Alright. And then if then mine. That's greater than mine. I want you to pick up that one. And I want you to drop it here. Something is already here. That's the problem. If I say pick up, can I do that? Because I want to pick up I'm already holding something, but I can't drop it. Let's... I'm gonna put everybody in a hole, but actually, yeah, I'm loving. Why can't I move things? Why can't I pass things onto one another? I vaguely remember, was it in the other game that you could pass cubes from one person to the other? In the human resource machine? Yeah, but if they're already holding something, you can't trade. Oh, you can trade? Okay. Alright, so they can swap places. Okay. So I'm gonna say if is equal to a whole, step up twice. So now we have a line of 3 of them, right? If greater than step if else if not equals a whole, step that way. Actually I want to pick up and then drop. And then step up 1 and do it again. And that should why are all 3 of them not moving up? if bottom equals a hole, all three of those should step up. Like these three should go up. There it is. So that works. So if that one's greater than that, else if that is equal to a whole, but if that's equal to a whole, hold on. We're gonna end up falling in a hole. And not equals a hole. Else if... Oops. No, we're gonna stick that away. If that one's greater than the middle, we want to step... And that one not equals a hole. We actually want to step that way. Right. Else, we want to check that. We want to step that way. Right. But they didn't swap. They should have swapped because they should have... You're gonna go... Oh, but there's the whole issue. I think if we're smaller, we're gonna move that way. That did not turn out the way I wanted to. That one's greater than that one. Then I want you to move that way. If this isn't working. This is aggravating. Alright. If that's not a... try it a bit different. If it's not a hole, and not a data cube, it means we have a hole. That means we picked something up, right? Or if that one's greater than that one, and I don't have a data cube. Because I gotta do something with the damn data cubes. Oh, and kind of gotta make sure that's not a hole. I'm not a dude. I'm gonna pick. No, if we're at the top, I'm gonna have you step down 3 times. No. If the top, if the top of me is greater than that, I want to go further, right? Because we're too far that way. And then there's just a randomly freaking step. Because I'm kind of, like, I'm struggling with the stepping of this. Okay. I'm shoving everybody back into the hole again. Oh, that would help. Not shoving people into holes. I'm still shoving them in holes. Why am I still shoving them in holes? Oh, why are we still shoving people in holes? That is a very good question. If we're shoving people in holes, where are we stepping? There we're stepping, right? So we need and dot not equals both. Try that. I already shoved people off the. Oh, cause. Well. Yeah, that's the problem. Now we're just going to be showing them on the other side. Yep. There it is. Alright. Reset. Reset. Alright. One more try, and then we're going to have to call it for the night, because I very obviously cannot figure this out right now. Which is obnoxious. Because it should be a dumb sorting. Whatever. Yes. My cube. Let's write this one. Actually, what if we did this? Hold on. I'm not gonna pick it up yet. I'm gonna do set, and then I'm gonna do for each around if then 2 less than mem1, then mem1, equals mem2, and then after that we're going to pick up step 2 mem1, pick up mem1. Actually, no, we're gonna do greater than step 2 mem1, pick up mem1, and we're going to drop it where we are. That did not help. That's very helpful. Okay. Mm. Oh, no, we do pick up. So I didn't ever pick up. Oh, if mem3 greater than mem2. I want you to trade spaces already. Somebody's bound to trade places. Okay, you'll choose trade places. Perfect. Alright, and then now we need to figure out how to move and keep doing that. But we did that left to right. We also need to do that up and down. That's actually the first good progress we've made. Because here, the 86 and the 98 should trade. Except they never do. The heck? Like, the 22 and the 51 should definitely trade, and so should the 93 and the 51. Actually, they're all gonna end up in the... If I do that, they're all gonna end up in the hole. There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Alright. I'm just not sure at all what it is doing. That is very, very odd. That is very odd. I'm starting to feel like I am open to suggestions on this one. Because it is eluding me. Let's try this again. Again. I'm just going around in circles. If one person move everything from the top 9 of the bottom 9 and back up a type of head sport. I kind of feel like there's an easier way to do it. Kind of keep on thinking there's a way to swappity swapperoo. I may eventually have to punt to that though. Alright. If there's nothing below me, we're gonna move up twice. Step up. Step up. Alright. If else we're up here somewhere. We never go back down. Maybe that's my problem. Let's go back down. If U equals a whole, or so I keep on dumping people, or U equals a whole, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna start back over. if that is greater than... I feel like I've done these. I should have kept them so I didn't play it. We're gonna pick it up. No, I don't want to step as I pick up. We're gonna... If I can try to keep them in sync, that would be cool. If I can try to keep them in a line. But that means that they're here, I can't have them jump right away. I try to keep them in a line. I'll listen for something. Alright. Well, we'll make you wait for a second so that we can keep them in a line. Maybe that's how we're gonna do the swap-a-roo. Then we'll use for each juror to find the biggest, then have it ignore the biggest ones. Could do that. Could do that. I'll try that next. Yeah, so we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna give it to West. We're gonna pick up West. And we're gonna drop it. See, because now I can keep them in a line, right? Now, if... Now we have to do the other way around, right? So if that is less than the center, that may just work. I don't know. We shall see. I just have to keep everybody in one neat little line. Then we're gonna pick up the other side. Or we're gonna give it to the other side, I should say. We're gonna give it to... Right? If... Then we're gonna pick up... We're just doing the same logic backwards, right? And then we're gonna drop. Now we need to do... If... We gotta do our corners, right? We're gonna pick up... We're gonna give it to... We're gonna pick up... We're gonna step... Because that's the problem with not having two rows. Drop. And then come back. Ah. And then we can move the entire row. And then jump. Let's see. Already dumped everybody into the hole. Perfect. How did we go down? Oh, because of the else? Oh, because we didn't step up to the top, maybe? Oh, we need to step 5 times. If we start at the beginning. I think. Why is everybody listening for coffee time? But the... Are you allowed to put workers in the hole? Yes, you can absolutely put workers in the hole. As long as you finish the lot with at least 1 worker. Like, if you kill everybody, then they're dead. Like, then you lose. But you can absolutely put everybody except for 1 in the hole. There's a handful of challenges where they specifically say you can't put anybody in the hole. But yes, I can absolutely... unless otherwise specified. It's like when they have a handful of them have paper shredders. You can absolutely shred the workers as well. It's a beautifully ethical game on that standpoint. Why? Something about this logic isn't quite right. Yes. Oh, this is where I think this is not where we want to listen. This is where we want to listen. That's why. Swap-a-doodle-doo. And 4x this. And we stuck? Because we can't give 2. Great. Great. Like we're literally hung. You weren't supposed to go in the hole. But at least the swap-a-doodle-doo was kind of working. Okay, so give 2 requires a worker. Apparently so, yes. Yes. I can drop, but that requires the space be available. And give 2 requires a worker that has empty hands. In other words, if the coworker is already holding something, I can't give them something. So if... Let's see. If below... Oh, I need to drop here, probably. Sure that. I'm still lobbing workers, though. Why am I still lobbing workers? Because we're stepping up too much? Maybe if we go 1 less at the beginning. We might quit lobbing workers. But now we're stuck. Did we still lob them? No. This little Miss 40's having a heyday though. Alright, actually, maybe it's okay to lob a couple workers. Get rid of a couple. Not quite. Let's try to do it with only 2. If I purposely lob 2 workers, or does that fix our problem? Not really. Because then we don't have anybody to give it to. Greater than center. Pick up center, gift to right, pick up right. Yeah. If. Yeah. 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 Okay. I wonder if I need to drop and then listen. Because then you're stuck. So what if I don't lob everybody off the cliff quite yet? No, I still get stuck. Interesting. Why can't he step up? Because there's somebody there? So that's why we need to lob everybody off the cliff. But then we were hitting stagnation even after lobbing everybody off the cliffs. How about throw all cubes into the hole? Does that count as a win? Not for this particular challenge, no. There are challenges where you have to put all the cubes into the hole. We're never checking north. Okay. We're kind of stuck in this left, right. That's 79 and 86, and we're never checking. We're just not going Something's amiss. We're kind of there. Kind of not. Alright. Because they end up not in the line, which is part of the problem. Well, they end up not in line 4 times because of this guy. Kind of feel like we almost need to do... the inversion. Yeah, we're inverting. Okay, drop. Stop. Let's see if that does it. Why are we never... This is annoying. Throw you off the cliff. Alright. What am I doing wrong? Oh, look at what I'm doing. I'm saying hi instead of coffee time. That's not helping anything. I'm still lobbing people off the cliff, but... Let's see. Are we getting anywhere now? No, we're just lobbing people off the cliff. Why are we lobbing people off the cliff? like, we added this round. I don't think we actually need that one. Are we making any progress? We made progress. Holy shitballs. We made that challenge. Yes! Yes! Holy crapola. We did it. We so entirely did it. There you go, Bullheadmouth. You had been wanting a challenge that doesn't lob. I did lobs. Did I end up lobbing them off the cliff? I think so. Hold on. Let's check. How many did I? I lobbed 2 of them off the cliff. So this is the final solution with all the spoilers. So the final solution is yeah. Okay. That we go up 5, which we could probably like narrow this down to like something fancy. To do the 5 that's not just 5 commands, but then if there's nothing, we just go back up. It's the push back up, right? And probably go faster. Probably, but considering I spent the last 2.5 hours on it and got the challenge, I think I'm gonna be okay for the time being. But yeah, I'm guessing that there's some optimizations on I mean, I'm purposely stopping here to listen, for example, but it allows me to keep them in a row, so, but yeah, there's probably, I'm sure if I scoured the internet, there's probably some spoilers out there that are faster, but it's pretty darn good, I think. Let me look at what the bar was. Hold on, we'll just play it again. What did it say the bar was? My guess is, especially if I went with fewer commands, I could go faster. I mean, with many more commands and be a lot more explicit, I could probably go faster, but I'm gonna go with knowing that the target was 174 and we're at 143. I'm content. I am content. So now, but yeah, so it's a matter of keeping them in line so that I can, and making them wait in a line so they can pass things along, and using 2 of them to basically hold cubes out of the way is the name of the game. Right, so the next time, let's see, I'm gonna take a peek. I'm not gonna do it tonight because it's getting late. I'm gonna take a peek at what the next challenge is, just to see what the next headache is gonna be. Do the thing. Where's the button? There you go. Continue to elevator. Defrag defrag disordered is our next one. Let's see what it's gonna be. It's time for a reckoning. Oh no. Every time we delete data, it leaves a gap in storage room and the data used to occupy. Over time, our storage room become fragmented, sloppy sponges, and it becomes inefficient to access or store data. So what can we do about it? We defrag our storage room. Do y'all remember defragging your hard drives? I don't know, maybe that means I'm old, but it was so satisfying to watch the little bar do the thing. Anyway, see all the fragmented data over there? Yes, please remove all the gaps between those data cubes and pack into as few rows as possible towards the top of the room. We don't really care about the order. Yes, like a snow plow, just shove it all up there. Huh, that'll be interesting. Basically, we want to get rid of all the holes. That's not so bad. I'm sure I'm saying that now, but as I said, I'm not going to try to do it tonight, otherwise we're going to be playing the just one more, and I'll still be here, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, with that, thank you all to those who suffered through me getting through this particular level. We are getting closer and closer to the end. Still keeping with our streak of making sure we have everything optimized till the very top. So there it's gonna go. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. And I hope to see you all same time, same place next week. Have a great one, everybody.